Is there still going to be a little bit of an adjustment process for you once you start playing those live snaps, like with the helmet and communication and all that?
Yeah, I feel like there's still going to be some bumps and bruises just along the way, but I feel like that's what the first games are for. That's what week 1 is for. It's just to get those things out of the way and handle them for week 2. So.
How much experience have you had like with that so far and getting an idea?
Yeah, we've done the helmet communication a good amount throughout fall camp, and so I feel like we have a good outlook on what we want to do and how we want to communicate things.
Do you remember what it felt like getting ready in the tunnel for week 1 last season, first start?
Yeah, I think I was like nervous as hell. So this year, I don't think I'm nervous. I think it's just the anxious or getting ready for the game and getting wanting to get to the game and play against another team instead of our defense. And so I think I'm just excited to be out there. Obviously there'll be butterflies, but I think it's just because of the everybody, all the fans and all the excitement around it. And so I'm excited to be out there and play.
Talk about that, but how unique is that for week 1 in a year to be just getting to the game versus when you get into 2 or 10?
There's going to be a lot of emotions, a lot of excitement, and that could hurt a team and that can help a team. So in our case, we want it to help us. We don't want to go out there and show too much emotion, too much excitement, because it could get us out of our lane and just out of our position and detail. So going out there with a steady head, level-minded, we just got to go out there and do our job and continue to do what we do instead of over-preparing ourselves and getting too excited.
What's it like for you guys, just the mentality of knowing you're just going to go to practice for 5 or 6 weeks straight versus, okay, now you're actually getting ready for a game?
Yeah, I think, in the classroom and on the field, the mentality changes. And, I feel like today was a good practice of just, it's hot outside. It's going to be hot on Saturday, and we're running through a bunch of plays trying to get as many in as we can. And so sometimes there may be times where we don't see the defense as well. The line might not see the line, but, you just got to work through it. You got to think fast. And there's going to be times on Saturday where that happens. And so overcoming those things, and watching the film again and preparing for it for Saturday, we need to be able to do that.
Back to the nerves you felt last year, was part of that the fact knowing that you had to earn the trust of your teammates and the coaches, knowing what you were capable of, and once you earn that, those things start to go away and it extends into the season?
I do think it was part being my first game in college, and also part 2 just having that trust in my teammates and gaining that trust. And so I feel like this year, we're just a whole year from that, and so I feel like I have gained the trust from everybody, and so we're on a whole different level of just communication and trusting what each other sees, and so I'm excited for Saturday.
How does the mood around this team feel different compared to the same time last year?
I think there's a confidence that's bigger than what we had last year. Last year we were trying just to win the game and move on, and so this year I feel like we have a bigger goal, and that's been set for later on in the season in January. But for this team, we want to go out and dominate every single game and take a win every single week, and whatever that takes. We're trying to put as many points up on the scoreboard each and every week, and we're just worried about that.
You talked about the nerves of last year versus this year. Were any of those having to come off Brock Purdy into the Rocco Becht era?
I don't think so, because I think I'm just trying to play my game, trying to be myself, trying to be Rocco Becht, and I don't think that was on my mind at all. And so I think I just got to go out there and play my game, and I feel like I did. And so this year I'm just continuing to play my game and be myself.